The Gospel according to Mark, chapter 7. The Pharisees and some teachers of the law gathered around Jesus. They saw that some of his disciples ate with unwashed hands. The Pharisees and all the Jews do not eat unless they wash, holding to the traditions of the elders. When they come from the marketplace, they wash and observe many customs. So they asked him, "Why do your disciples not follow tradition, but eat with unclean hands?" Jesus answered, "Isaiah was right when he spoke about you. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me in vain, teaching human rules as if they were from God. You leave the commandment of God and hold to human tradition. You reject God's command to keep your own tradition. For Moses said, 'Honor your father and mother.' But you say, if someone declares their gift as devoted to God, they no longer help their parents. So you cancel the word of God by your tradition, and you do many such things." Jesus called the crowd again and said, "Listen and understand. Nothing outside a person can defile them by entering them. Rather, what comes out of a person, that is what defiles them." When he went inside, his disciples asked about this. He said, "Do you not see that whatever enters from outside cannot defile the heart? It passes through the body and is removed, but what comes out comes from within and defiles. For from within, out of the heart, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, pride, foolishness. All these evils come from within, and they defile a person." Jesus left that place and went to the region of Tyre. He entered a house and did not want anyone to know, yet he could not remain hidden. A woman whose daughter had an unclean spirit came and fell at his feet. She was a foreigner, and she begged him to cast the spirit out of her daughter. Jesus said, "Let the children be filled first. It is not right to take the children's bread and give it to the dogs." But she answered, "Yes, Lord. Yet even the dogs under the table eat the crumbs." Jesus said, "Because of this answer, go your way. The spirit has left your daughter." She went home and found the child lying still and the spirit gone. Jesus returned through the region of Decapolis. People brought to him a man who was deaf and could hardly speak. They begged Jesus to lay his hand on him. He took him aside away from the crowd and touched his ears and his tongue. Looking up to heaven, he sighed and said, "Be opened." Immediately, his ears were opened, his tongue was freed, and he spoke clearly. Jesus told them to tell no one, but the more he commanded them, the more widely they spoke. They were amazed and said, "He has done all things well. He makes the deaf hear and the mute speak."